So today we're going to be taking the BYD Seal UDMI off-road. We're going up the Yorkshire Moors. We've got the design model today, and this particular car is the top of the range, top price. It's £40,015 on the road. It's a 1.5 litre turbo engine, plug-in hybrid. With this model, compared to the Boost and the Comfort, it does have two extra drive modes, being the mud and the sand. So what we're going to do is put it in mud mode, and let's go and see if we can make it to the top of the Yorkshire Moors. Let's jump in. So this is the start of the route up to the top of the Yorkshire Moor. We'll see exactly how far we can get, hopefully all the way to the top. So it looks like we're coming across some big rocks now. It's handling it quite well. We took the Hyundai Santa Fe up here not so long ago, and it seems to be getting through it a little bit easier, even though we didn't know what to expect with this car. Being with it being a BYD, it's not something you would say is the most off-road car. But we thought we'd give it a test anyway, but so far so good. It's handling the steep banks very well. Some big rocks, you've got plenty of ground clearance, and also with the 360 camera, that's really helpful, because with this camera you can even see underneath the car as well. So where the rocks are, you can see just how much room you've got and exactly where you're driving. But so far so good, coming up a steep bank with plenty of rocks, needing plenty of ground clearance. It's handling it very, very well. So we're just past the steep bank there, and it seems to be handling it quite well so far. Quite high up now from level ground, but overall it's handling it pretty well. It's quite comfortable actually, compared to some of the cars we took up this bank. I was a little bit concerned about coming up this bank. We're about halfway up, but so far it's handled it really well. The ground clearance is great. With it being a BYD, it's not something that's perhaps made for off-road. Even though it's the all-wheel drive version and it is the top of the range with a turbo engine with the mud mode on, I was expecting a little bit more trouble, if I'm honest with you, because BYD are not something where it's known for being off-road, but so far it's handled it fantastically. So now what I'm going to do is just pop it into mud mode. Now we're up a little bit higher, the terrain's a little bit tougher, but it seems to be less sort of steep and on the rocks. So let's see exactly how we can handle it with the mud mode going up the Yorkshire Moor. We'll give it a little bit more speed now as well. A few big bumps up here, and it's handling it really well, to be fair. The car itself, I don't know how well it's built for off-road, but it seems to be handling it very, very well, going up these steep banks and muddy terrain to it. not got expectations with the BYD. It's not known for an off-road brand, especially the CLU DMI. Yes, it is the all-wheel drive, it is the design model, but we're not expecting it to be the best off-road. However, comparing it to other cars that we brought up here, it's handling it very, very well. You can seem to hit the ground with more speed, has plenty of clearance. So for off-roading, it is handling it very well compared to its competitors and doing a great job. So now we've got a big puddle coming up. Let's see just how much welly we can give it through this and hope for the best. Whoa! Should have probably put the window up. So we made it all the way to the top, took it off-road a little bit through the mud. So now we're starting our descent down the Yorkshire Moor. So let's see how it handles downhill as well as uphill and see if we get on just as well. We've got plenty of water in the brakes as well, going through them puddles. Some big rocks over this way. But it's handling the downhill just as well as it did going up. Not a problem at all for it. So just like we've done with the Hyundai Tucson and the Kia Sportage, taking it through this route, I must say, out of the three, this has definitely been the best car at handling. Over the bumps, plenty of ground clearance, not a problem going up the steep banks, easy to go over the big mounds and the big rocks. And now coming down the hill, where it looks just like the hill face is about to fall down on us, it's handling it very well as well. It's even been through some deep puddles like you've seen through the video so far. So plenty of water on the brakes. I forgot to put the window up, so we've even got plenty of water inside as well. But going down is just as smooth as going up. Not a problem for the car whatsoever, which comes as a little bit of a surprise to me. I had no idea how this car's going to handle off-road. But so far so good, it's handled it absolutely fantastically. So it's come down that bank absolutely brilliantly. So what I'm going to do as a little bit of a test, I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try and reverse up it. So let's see how we get on. Does make it a lot easier with all the cameras, 360 cameras. If you press this here, like I say, you can actually see underneath it as well, which can be really helpful with this sort of terrain. But I don't expect it as we get to this steep part here to hold, but we'll find out. To be fair, if it can reverse up here, it's passed a lot of tests in my book. So here we come up to the most steepest part. I don't know if you can make out in the camera head just how steep this bank is. But it's absolutely brilliant. It's smashing it up here, no problem whatsoever. Some big rocks as well, straight over them. Just look how steep that bank is, and it's just slowly reversing without a care in the world. Not a problem for it. Absolutely incredible. Did not expect this from the CLU. I expect it to be somewhat good, but this is amazing. Well, to be fair, it's done a good job there, hasn't it? So that's it. That's the off-road test complete for the CLU DMI. It's been absolutely brilliant day out in the Yorkshire Moors. We've gone all the way up, across the top, loads of mud, loads of puddles. You can see just the state of the car, how much it's been through the mud and all the puddles. Even our cameraman today, James, has told us this has been by far the best car at handling that route so far. We do test other cars as well, not on this channel, but on different channels. We tested the Tucson, the Kia Sportage, and this has just handled it absolutely incredibly through all the puddles, through all the mud, uphill, downhill, even reversing up some of the steepest banks that the Yorkshire Moor has got to offer. Brilliant day, brilliant car.